Hello everyone, welcome to round 27 of the Flocking Geese's My Team career mode here on F123, and you join us in China for the Shanghai International Circuit. Now this is our first time in China for F1, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. The track itself is pretty interesting, particularly the first corner, first two turns, a bit of a challenge, but you might think, okay, you know, it's a new track, we're gonna struggle, but no, P1, P1 qualification. We got that excellent lap in at the last minute. It was a last minute thing, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, and surprisingly, this is the state of our car engine. Now, at this point, round 4, we would be expected to change the gearbox and the engine, but no. This is very strange. Also, to clarify, I have put back the difficulty to 65, and yet we managed to get qualified P1. So, oh, we also have a rival, Esteban Ocon from Alpine. We are emerging victorious at the moment with 3 races remaining. So we are expecting rain as well. So whether we're going to start on the intermediates or not is a decision. But let's get this underway, shall we?
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once again. A race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3 mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, Perez, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Zhou, Teo Porcher, Tsunoda, Ocon, Williams, Sargent, De Vries, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? And we welcome to the commentary box Anthony Davidson, and they've suffered a grid penalty due to taking a new gearbox. It could mean a tough race install.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Alright everybody, it's the Chinese Grand Prix and the 5 race lights are counting down here. And we're off. Good start from the Goose, bit of a wheel slip lock up there. But he gets an extra start nonetheless with George Russell behind him. Kingsley's number 1 driver and ultimate ladies round. We're going to this tricky turn 1 here. Into the exit now, and did you see that? That was Russell trying to assassinate the Goose like he did in Australia in F123, but no, the Goose counter-corrects and maintains position 1 ahead of Russell, Verstappen, Leclerc and Norris. Oh Jesus, Russell! Okay, so we have the disadvantage on the mediums, however, softs don't last very long, even if you drive aggressively. So those are your top 5. The Goose P1. How the hell did we get P1? I mean, this is a track that we are very much new to. So we did not expect to do well this time round. But holy hell, pole position in qualifying. At the last minute as well. Here comes Russell. He seems like going around the inside, but the Goose is trying to defend here. And he does defend pretty nicely actually against George Russell. as we go to the 1 mile fast straight here. Goose goes at the inside with Verstappen behind him now. Here comes the Running Dutchman himself and world champion from last season. Oh my god, is this a 2 wide? No, it wasn't a 2 wide, but the Goose dives down the this intensely sharp corner. That is a strong hairpin, isn't it? That is, and then this final turn now into lap 2. The Goose sets the fastest lap, 1 minute 40 on the medium tyres, might I add, which is fair enough. And we move on to lap number 3. We did set the fastest lap, but then George Russell took it ahead from us. Obviously, he's on the soft tyres, so he gets that advantage. But no, nothing's changed really. Goose P1, Russell P2, Verstappen P3, Leclerc P4, Norris P5. I dread to think where our teammate is. He's P20. He's 21st. Callan, come on, mate. Here we go. Here comes Russell. He's overtaken the Goose. But holy, this is going to be... Oh my god, it's a 3 wide. 3 wide for this hairpin. No! No! No, the Goose, the leg on the brakes there, takes pole position. Jesus Christ, can we see that? So this is what happened. Verstappen, Russell and the Goose go for this tight hairpin, 3 wide. The Goose dive bombs both of them. Leclerc nearly runs into the back of Russell. There was slight contact between the Goose and George Russell. Obviously, as you know, there's been a bit of an intense rivalry between all 3 of these cars with the Goose. There's Verstappen, Russell, and Leclerc, who screwed us over 4 times actually, I might add, last season. We move on to lap 7 because nothing happened. Here comes Verstappen, he overtakes the Goose, but the Goose is just going to dive from him, and Verstappen's not learned his lessons from the last 2 seasons! Goose Lord, man! I thought Pierre Gasly from that Belgian Grand Prix with Team Chase line or something, but Jesus! You've seen nothing yet, Rockstar! Make sure you go and subscribe to Rockstar Paul 69's channel for excellent content with F123 My Team Career Mode with Team Chase Liner, Jackie and Callie Mayer now. Good choice, by the way. Good shout out. And then F1 Manager 23. But moving on to lap 8 now. Verstappen and the Goose are still fighting side by side here. And it's the same story with lap 7. Come on, Verstappen. You know the rules. You know the rules, and so do I. I'm not sorry for that. I meant that one. Lap 9 now. 9! Russell's dropped to position 3, even though he's still got the fastest lap. It's so soft tyres. Goose and Verstappen gain the advantage here. We go to lap 9. Oh! No, Verstappen! What are you doing? Russell, Leclerc, and Norris get ahead of the Goose. We dropped to P4, but I think it's worse for Verstappen. He's dropped far behind. He's an idiot. He's got that stupid song in his head. That's what it is. Max, 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 Super Max, Max. Always repeating in his head. And he's dropped 5 positions. So he's P9. Verstappen is. Good. Good. That's what he gets. His fault. He screwed himself over. He tried to screw the Goose over. Honestly, I tell you. That man. Oh, we've had an intense rivalry in F123, but holy Jesus, this is taking it to a new level. Obviously, now we do have a slight advantage here. We're on the medium, so they're not as worn out as the soft tyres on the front 3 cars, so Russell, Leclerc and Norris. However, we have to consider Hamilton, because he's on mediums. And then there's the smooth operator, Carlos Sainz. We move on to lap 10. Oh, what? No! No! Fuck off, FIA! No, you're not. You're joking. No, they're not joking. For, I believe this is the 2nd time this season. It's only the 4th fucking round. And he's retiring! What's going on? Right. Right, I'm going to have a been word with the department after this. All 4 departments are going to have a really strong wording. Right? They're going to be dragged into the office and we're gonna fucking find out. We're gonna do the lottery spin, right? And in this lottery spin, we're gonna find out who's getting fucking sacked in the morning. Who's screwing up Callum's car? Mind you, Callum Williams did, and Kevin Magnussen's out as well, and lap 11. Holy Jesus, they're dropping like flies now. So that's the Goose in front of you there, and holy yeah, that's the Mercedes powertrain going. The Great Dane of Aston Martin, Kevin Magnussen, is out. See his teammate there, what's his face? Hollywood Lance Stroll, and the rain's coming down. We were expecting rain. We were expecting rain. Oh my god, Russell spun. The safety car's deployed. No one's been able to get past. Hamilton's through. We're through, second two. P2. Oh, red flag! Red flag! Yes! Victory! The red flag is out. Woo! So what happened here then? Kingsley's #1 driving ultimate ladies man with the soft tyres went around this corner a bit too far, and he's spun! No contact with the Ferrari and the McLaren there, and there's the Goose trying to get past, but Russell just goes out. Hamilton pulls one through. Still, there's no contact between the cars, but we did go transparent there, and it's triggered the red flag. Which means we start on intermediate. Free pit stop. No, don't do full wet. It's not wet. It's not that wet. Jesus. So yeah, we can't. This red flag has actually done us a favour. So on to the second restart now, and we're off, and we start second place this time. With Lewis Hamilton at the front, and oh, he was at the front, but now the Goose gets an excellent start in the wet. Jesus, he's off with Alexander Albon from Haas. Yes, Haas in second place. He's gone off as well. Look at him go. Jesus, Alex Albon doing himself a favour at Team Haas, as the Goose gets an excellent start as well. In these tricky conditions, but it's Hamilton P3, followed by the Monaco madman Charles Leclerc in P4, followed by Aussie Boy Pastry, McLaren's golden boy, and trades to the fucking Geese, Aussie Boy Pastry himself. Look at him go. Good day, mate. How you doing from down under? I can never forgive Oscar Piastri for F123. He did pretty well actually. He did pretty well. Well, I say pretty well in qualifying and practice. Yes, he did a lot, and the car improved a lot with the resource points. But during the Grand Prix, no. But I'm gutted that he left. Because with the camera there. Oh, see, that's never gonna go away. And oh my god, the Goose. This is not how you do things in the wet, Goose. On a tight hairpin like that, you're meant to brake, not overshoot the track. Yeah, Team Chaseliner, take notes. I mean, I know Jackie's crazy, but yeah, the Goose would like to say, hold my beer. Yeah, hold my can of Iron Brew or Pepsi Max. Here we go, here's Mark now with the weather report. Well, I'm driving, so I know how the car feels. Meanwhile, Hamilton has ruined Alex Albon's dream of finishing second place, but he is third. Move on to lap 23. Honestly, nothing happened between lap 15 and 21 and 23. And the Goose is going for the an interesting strategy here. We're going to box this lap to get rid of the intermediates and go onto the soft tyres. And for some reason the mediums, fuck off. What is this, Ferrari? Nah, mate, we're going all my life. We did a Lewis Hamilton there into the pit lane, but this time we actually handled it well. Hamilton, Shanghai Grand Prix. I forgot what year it is with McLaren. Oh god, I need a drink after that. I hope you're listening, Hamilton. Who else has pitted? Sainz, the man, Gasly, Stroll, Verstappen, Hulkenberg, Perez, Sonoda. Pretty much everyone's pitted except Ocon, De Vries, Norris, Joe. Yeah, Hamilton, Sainz have got the message as well. They're going on soft tyres as well. We are lap 24. We are just about to absolutely overtake Guan Yu Zhou because he's on the Red Bull versus Ferrari engine. And goodbye, Guan Yu Zhou. At his home Grand Prix as well. P7. Come on, Joe. Do it for your home race. You can do better. And there goes Alex Albon and George Russell into the pit lane now. Piastri's in the pit lane as well. So that brings us up to second place. It's just Norris now that needs to pit now. Leclerc and Piastri are... oh, what a surprise. One of the Ferraris is on mediums. This is lap 25. Hamilton is catching up with us. And there's 3 laps, well, there'll be 2 laps after this. And we have caught up with Lando Norris because he's on the intermediates on the a relatively drier track now. It actually is close to being dry actually. So he's gone into the pit lane. We take position 1. We're back in first place with DRS. And we set the fastest lap. But it's Hamilton that takes the fastest lap now from the Goose. And yeah. We move on to the final lap now of the race. Nothing from Mark because the Goose is focusing, concentrating here. Less radio, the Goose said. Well, he didn't say less radio, he said, shut up! Something on those lines. But yeah. Here comes Hamilton now trying to overtake the Goose here. Verstappen's managed to make up some ground here. To P4 with a smooth operator Carlos Sainz P3 with Lance Stroll in P5. What the? How is he? Where did he come from? He was last. Lance Stroll started this race last, people. P22 last, back of the grid, and now he's P5. That's not how Lance Stroll does things. That's not, well, in real life he doesn't, but Jesus! What is this Lance Stroll? What is this? What is this? I've never seen this side of Lance Stroll before. Where the hell was he last season? Come on! Anyway, never mind that. Hamilton's got DRS and the Goose is using pretty much all of the overtake button with just 1% left. It's going to be tight here for the tight hairpin. It's literally neck to neck here through the it's the final corner here. The checkered flag is waving. Who's gonna get it? It's the Goose, and we won it.
And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Goose takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Goose.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. There is also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Yes! Oh, that was mental. Oh, that was a bit of a race, wasn't it? Christ. The red flag caused by George Russell. He nearly tried to assassinate us after Saudi Arabia. Fair enough, I don't blame him. Then he triggered the red flag. Verstappen had a go as well, the cheeky son of a. But driver of the day would have to be Lance Stroll because he started last and then made up to P5. Fair enough. That's... yeah. Albon, okay, he's P11, but you know that's Haas. I shouldn't be too bothered about him. But great drive with Hamilton. That was mental. But yeah, disappointing retirement. I don't know what caused the retirement. I'm sure you would have seen it in the recording earlier. Lando Norris gets drive of the day. No, the fastest lap, sorry. And we're not joking. We're third in the Constructors' Championship. And we are number 1. We've taken over the driver standings. Holy shit. It's only round 4. Well, 27. Round 4 of Season 2, but round 27 overall. But Jesus fucking Christ! I think we can argue that we were saved by the red flag, so thanks George Russell. King's Lynn's number 1 driver. I miss Alonso. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter. And we will see you in round 28 for the Miami Grand Prix in the United States. Until then, bye for now.